We're paranormal investigators dedicated to finding real evidence. Ghost soldiers. Hi, I'm Pat McCormick. Welcome to Ghost Soldiers. Today on our show, we're at the Landon House in Urbana, Maryland. This place is great. This goes back to 1754. Actually, the house was moved here in 1840, originally designed as a silk mill. It then became Shirley's Female Academy. After that, it was Landon Military Academy, right at the time of the Civil War. After that, I believe it closed after the Civil War, but this is a great place, a lot of history. But the most famous thing of all, JEB Stuart had his famous Sabres and Roses ball here. This was the site of the Sabres and Roses ball in 1862. JEB Stuart held his party right here in this house.
The Confederates, they came here 9 days before the Battle of Antietam. They drew a picture of Jeff Davis, JEB Stuart. The Union soldiers came in 8 days later, ran the Confederates out. 2 Confederates were shot and killed in these steps right here.
Oh, really?
The Union came in. They were still here, like stragglers.
Yeah.
They shot and killed both of them.
Tonight we would team up with John Curley and Don Frank of HAPS, along with our good friends Craig Rupp and Don Francis of Lycopera, and we were thrilled to have our special guest Leanne and Clark from Spirited History. We have some questions. We're ready to talk to JEB Stuart. Come along. Previously on Ghost Soldiers.
He said, Stuart, well, he didn't say Stuart, he just said it looked like a Confederate general. Walk this way, right through this wall.
Wow.
Right through the wall, yeah. He described him to me. He said, yeah, his hat was kind of bent up.
Yeah.
He had a feather in his hat, he had raggedy gloves. He even described bullet holes in him. He said he had a bullet hole in his chest and in his lower part of his stomach. Here is all to the air, 1860s,
Okay.
1840s actually.
Yep. There it is.
Civil War art there.
Look at that. The drawing was done by Private Charles McKenna of Company E, 155th Regiment Pennsylvania Volunteers, on September 16, 1862, while they were on their way to Antietam. Antietam was the first taste of blood for the 155th, as they had just been mustered into service less than a month prior to battle. While they didn't fight in the battle, they saw the after effects. The unit history describes in detail what they saw and how they were shocked by it. The unit history, under the Maltese Cross, talks about the 155th entering the Young Ladies Seminary building a few days after it had been deserted by JEB Stuart and his men.
The Confederates, they came here 9 days before the Battle of Antietam. They drew a picture of Jeff Davis, JEB Stuart.
Right.
The Union soldiers came in like 8 days later, ran the Confederates out. Signed His Excellency Abraham Lincoln, 155th Pennsylvania Volunteers, drew a big picture of Abe Lincoln.
They spent the night there, most of them collapsing from exhaustion. They left the drawing because the Confederates left their own names, regiments, ranks, and unpatriotic drawings on the beautiful white plaster walls. Mostly insults about President Lincoln, apparently. So Charles and some other members of the 155th took it on their own to leave their names and a drawing of His Excellency President Lincoln.
Then they all signed it here, dated it September 15, 1862, 1 day before the Battle of Antietam.
We're here at the Landon House, site of JEB Stuart's famous Sabres and Roses ball. Come along.
Looking to see from the base around.
I think he just said Pat. Okay, well, somebody knows my name anyway. I'm not even inside the house and I'm getting EVPs on the grounds. How cool is that?
Landon House basement, approximately 8:30 p.m., September 11th, 2010.
We are
I'll go. There's someone down here with us. My name's Craig. This is Pat. Could you make a noise for us?
General Stuart, if you're here, could you say something to us, please?
Sounds like somebody coming down the steps.
Yeah. Did they come down the steps?
No, they're down. Did somebody just walk down the steps?
I was rolling, Craig, so I should have that.
Sounded like somebody walked down the steps.
Sure did.
Hello?
How long ago was that?
Just a little while ago.
I just came over to check it out.
General Stewart, if you're here, can you say something to us, please?
That was somebody, yeah, if that wasn't done, then there was somebody else coming down those steps. Because I thought the same thing. I'm like, well, somebody's coming down.
Did you make a noise? Let us know you're down here. We're not gonna hurt you. Just like to talk to you.
Right there.
Sound like somebody coming down the steps, Pat? That's it.
Yeah.
Is there anybody down here with us at the present time? Any Union soldiers?
Did you notice this grasshopper is not doing anything now and only...
When I'm recording.
Yeah. We've had that at other places. I don't understand why, but it's almost like it's related somehow.
There's 3 bars when I left. It's down to 1.
Well, we know there's stuff going on, that's for sure.